So wait, you have a what on the back of your head?
I have a bump on the back of my head. It's like if you feel it, it feels like a soft baby's head. Because the other night we were drunk, and Chance was like hugging me, and he I guess thought it'd be like cute if we wrestled to the fucking couch. I don't know, but we fell backwards into the couch, and I hit my head on the like consulate in the middle.
Yeah.
Is that how you say that word, consulate?
Consulate?
No, that's
Peggy is concussed.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's.
I hit my head
I've
on
always
a
been
board
dumb.
meeting.
Yeah.
The consulate was there. They watched.
No, yeah. What is it called?
You mean the
In the middle?
coffee table?
No, like a part of the couch that like comes open.
Oh, what is that?
A console?
A console?
A console.
A console.
A consulate is like a fucking. It's like a.
It's like a group of
house?
people.
Oh,
The consulate is like what you see when you've committed a crime. It's like you have to see the consulate. Like if this was domestic abuse, which it sounds like, he would have to see.
This is the cutest domestic abuse ever.
The consulate. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, we were just he was hugging me hard, officer, and then he threw me.
Listen, yeah.
And I hit my head. It was.
And we're like the opposite of those kinds of people. Like I don't think I've cuddled with him ever. Like
Really?
we're not really.
You're not a cuddler.
We're not really emotionally.
Do you guys wait? Do you guys spoon at all?
I mean, maybe a little. Not really. We've held hands.
Both just sleep like
remember.
vampires
Yeah.
in a bed? What the fuck?
I don't know. Yeah, we've been together 2
What?
years. Yeah, I guess he's. I mean, yeah.
Do you guys have like a fucking border of books like you're Mormons in the middle of the bed? What the fuck are you talking
yeah,
about?
kind of sometimes. Well, we have Gus, so we have a giant Great Dane in between
you have
us.
That fucking mammoth dog.
Who usually sleeps on me, so I have
So
a
you
hip problem. I spoon the
with
dog.
Gus.
Gus is in love with me. Yeah.
Of course he is.
Gus, I think, thinks I'm his mother and his girlfriend. It's like both.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
He
is
gets
very Mormon. That is very Mormon. You guys are living a fucking life.
Yeah. I love it. I'm more affectionate with the dog than my boyfriend.
So,
I'm a cold-hearted woman.
Does he ever get jealous?
Gus or Chance?
Chance.
Of Gus, no. I mean, he actually is not a jealous person. I'm a jealous person.
Yeah.
If he, why did you say it like that? Why have we had, do you think I've ever been jealous in our relationship? What? I'm not jealous. I am a highly emotional person who can control her anger very well. And we don't have any evidence of...
I'm not jealous. I'm just a highly emotional person. That is the biggest line of woman bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
I wish I wasn't.
I'm not jealous. I'm just a
highly emotional
person.
And I don't like when women are around Chance.
I don't like it. This is the End Podcast. I'm Ryan Shader. I'm with one of my best friends. She has a podcast called Lovable Monsters. Give it up for the one and only Peggy O'Leary.
Hello.
I don't know why I said give it up. There's no one fucking here.
Yeah, give it up.
I do it every fucking time.
Oh, also, yeah, we don't really even do that podcast anymore. So you could go listen to the old episodes.
You could do that. She runs a showcase called Lovable Monsters.
True.
You got an album coming out? When is that?
I do. March. No, I have an album recording.
Album recording, sorry.
At Helium, Wednesday, March 29th. So
What's the album going to be called?
I'm thinking Fat Cheerleader.
Fat Cheerleader. I was going to say emotionally. What was it called?
Highly emotional.
Highly emotional.
Not jealous, highly emotional.
That's fucking
That's
great.
also good.
That is great. Not jealous. I'm just highly emotional.
Just highly emotional.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate is, that is the other big...
I'm passionate.
I'm just passionate. No, I'm not aggressive. I'm just very passionate.
Oh, no, I'm also aggressive. I'm aggressively
you're very aggressive. You are very aggressive.
Yeah, it's just I lean into it now at this point in my life.
Well, you have to at this point. Because it's not...
I have tried to fight it for years.
Sure.
And then just it's...
And I'm using these terms loosely. Because it gets to a point in your life where is it a character flaw or a personality trait? And you have to lean... You can either try and shed it.
Right.
Or you can just lean into it.
Because if you shut it down, like when you don't want to be aggressive...
Sure.
And you are just naturally born with aggression, it comes out crazier when you
Oh,
hold it
God,
down.
yeah.
But like, so now I just am always a little bit aggressive. So now I'm never
Yeah.
like a complete monster.
You're just kind of like bobbing around.
Yeah.
I get it. And I see people who are like, yeah, I've had a problem with anger in the past. And when you hear that from anybody, you're like, fuck, this guy is going to explode later. He's going to fucking kill somebody. Especially when, like, I've worked with bartenders, like, yeah, I've been in anger management a couple of times. It's like, oh. And then it's like a matter of time till they're like, what the fuck is going on? I don't have glassware. It's like, oh.
You're like, just be like mad at everything.
Yeah, just be regular mad at everything.
Yeah.
You got to pick and choose where you're angry. It's like I don't really get mad at people anymore.
Yeah.
I tried for a long time. I used to get so annoyed with everybody, but now it's like my anger gets focused on I have no time for technology.
So
I get super mad at like anything malfunctioning
Gotcha.
because I get mad. I'm like, it's the fucking future. It's
Yeah.
2023. This should just fucking work. I have punched more fucking kiosks in the SEPTA subway than anybody else. One time
yeah.
I was kicking it and someone was like, what are you doing? I was like, this fucking thing. If it wants to take my money, I'm trying to give it my fucking money. Just take my fucking money. I'll fucking play your game.
My thing is,
bitch.
I get really angry at people naming things bad, like restaurants with bad names. Like, I want to murder.
What is the
someone.
worst name you've heard?
Well, a big one that I used to get mad at that I would do it all the time. And my boyfriend at the time was finally just like, I always got mad when it would be like A1 something, like if it's like A film. Like there was a bar called like, it just basically would be like any just A1 video cameras or whatever. And you're like, I would get so angry. And then finally he was like, it's because back in the day we had phone books and if you were looking for a place that sold video cameras, that were the first ones. And I was like, that's fine.
Man, I feel like an idiot.
Really dumb. But still,
I've been an A1 bitch my whole life. If you look up bitch in the dictionary, better put an A.
Gotta put an A, bitch.
A, bitch.
A1 bitch.
A1 bitch.
I'm trying to think of like the worst. I feel like, what would be I don't know. There's just so many shitty. Oh, like there's a place in Delco. Here we go. It was called Ha Ha. A food store. It was like a fucking
Ha Ha food store?
Yeah. And Wawa sued them.
Of course.
Because it's too close to them.
Wawa.
And now they're just called the No Name Store. Fuck you.
Oh man.
You guys don't have a last name?
Nope.
You don't have a child you like? You don't have like I don't know, your favorite bag of potato chips. Name it No Name? You get sued and then you name it No Name, and I'm pretty sure they went out of business because they didn't have a fucking title.
The tone that just changed. It was like watching a thermometer go up.
But now I don't yell at my boyfriend.
I do the same fucking thing.
I know. That's why
I love it because I'm just like, yeah, and then this fucking thing, and it's like when you fucking get to a point, it's just like you cannot. And I also do that thing where I immediately snap and then I immediately regret it. Yeah. I do that all the time. Like I'll do something I'm like, I should not have done that. And I also, this is why a long time my buddy was like, when I told him I was still living in Philadelphia, he's like, oh dude, it's getting bad there. Like it's getting like crime is going crazy. He's like, you should get a license to carry. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No fucking way. And not because I don't think I'd shoot anyone. I would shoot the kiosks in the fucking subway.
Yeah.
Everything that was broken, I'd just be like, I'm fucking
Also, you love showing your knife to people, so I can't imagine. I can't imagine if you had a gun collection.
Is a little bit of a lie.
No,
I don't love showing my knife, Peggy.
You love it. It is like one of your favorite things.
What happens is first off, how many times, I can count on both hands and maybe my feet, how many times there's been a situation where something has needed to be cut open or, we needed a knife in a situation in a group of friends and nobody had anything. And then it was like, yo, Shannon, you got a knife? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, right. Your knife was already out because you were showing it to some girl next to him and they're like, hey, hand me that knife so I can cut this. You show it to girl. Oh my God. We were in New York. Okay. New York City. He's drunk as a skunk. We're at a bar we've never been to. Some hot girls like walk in and he's like, you want to see my knife? I'm like, first of all, it's New York. You're not allowed to have you could 100% have been like taken to jail for just having it in the bar. The bartender was like, could you put that away, sir? And he was like, I think she would have liked it. I'm like, I don't think she would, because now you look like a serial killer.
No.
Hey, lady.
I look
Hey, lady,
prepared.
you want to see my
No,
knife?
I'm not a serial killer. I'm prepared. It's
To murder her.
I'm just passionate.
To murder her.
No. You show a knife to the right lady, that's the right lady. You know, some chicks
Oh, my God.
Well, first off,
Yeah, actually, that describes every girlfriend you've ever had. She liked
she liked the knife. Look, why'd it go south? She liked the knife, dude.
liked the knife too
she
much.
liked that knife too much. I got into it with her. I really felt passionate about her. You know, she was emotionally, what was it?
What did I say? Highly emotional.
Highly emotional. She was highly emotional.
Highly emotional.
She was bipolar with her emotions. It was fucking
don't
wild.
use that word loosely. But wait, I was telling you about the fall. So now I have like a bump in the back of my head and like a fucking in my neck as well. And my neck as well.
So wait.
So I feel like I really want to just look at the camera because it hurts to do this.
He threw you?
He didn't throw me. It was more of he just laid his whole body on me and we fell backwards. And then I believe, all right, I shouldn't say this, but he did. So Lindsay was over at the time, Lindsay Bowling. So they checked on me every 2 hours because they really thought I was concussed.
You were concussed. Yeah.
And I feel like a little bit woozy doozy.
And when this was last night?
Saturday night.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And it's fucking Monday.
It's Monday.
You were definitely concussed then.
Yeah, I think so.
You were fucked up.
I feel concussed probably yesterday on stage. Like I remember for the first time on stage I never need to know how much time, in your body. And at one point I looked down, I was like, I'm only 7 minutes in, which is like, no comic says it. Usually like, fuck yeah, I still got 7 more fucking minutes. But I literally was like, I just want to lay down.
Sorry,
I was
everybody.
for the greatest comic in the world, David Tell, but I'm like, I would like to just lay down,
guys.
please.
I'm a little concussed. I'm sorry.
I should have said that on stage.
Oh, you should have.
I know, but see, I was concussed, so I couldn't remember.
You couldn't remember anything. How many concussions have you had?
I don't think I've ever been ever told. I definitely have had them, I think, because of cheerleading. Lots of little girls have fallen on my head.
Have you ever locked up?
No.
Oh,
is that what happens?
So I've had 6 concussions that are confirmed.
Didn't you not even play sports? Why are you getting concussed all the time? What the fuck?
Because I'm a dumb boy. I'm a dumb boy. The first concussion I ever got.
You showed someone your knife and they pushed you.
Yeah, they punched me right in the face. I was like, God damn it. But so I've only been knocked unconscious for 2 of them. So usually when you get a concussion, you're usually knocked out and then you have the concussion. I would have what's called daylight concussions where you're still walking around, you're fucked up, but you're still walking and operating. But every time I would get these daylight concussions, I would throw up. My hands would lock up. Have you ever seen UFC fighters when they get punched and they're on the mat? Just my joints and my muscles would lock up. So then I had to wait until that.
Were you with anybody?
Yeah, I was with my buddies.
Oh.
The one time I was
people freaked out, or they're just Shaner's being a weirdo.
The first time I had no idea what was happening.
Right.
The first time I was playing backyard football and I tackled this guy and he grabbed my head and fell backwards and part of my head hit the sidewalk.
Oh.
And when that happened, I remember immediately I was like, my bell.
Yourself.
My bell is wrong. Yeah, I was like, oh fucking, I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my bell's wrong. I need to stop. So I'm sitting watching everyone play and I'm trying to drink. I'm like, why?
Oh no.
I thought this was going to be my life I thought I was severely paralyzed. I had no idea what was going on. And then we went to my buddy's house and his mom was an EMT and she's like, oh baby, you're just concussed. She's like, we should probably call your mom. I'm like, no.
She doesn't want to know.
She's going to give me another concussion. She's going to kick me out of a window for getting hurt. I don't need this.
Yeah. Oh wait, fuck! I was just making me think of something. Never mind.
You have no idea where your brain's at.
I don't. Oh, I know what it was. I just had a vision of you being a paralyzed, man, and I really liked it.
There are 2 things you never want to hear from anybody. You never want to hear from Peggy O'Leary she's had a vision, or a gypsy that you've been paralyzed. I just had a vision of you being paralyzed.
No, I just was thinking how you'd be very much what the fuck's the guy's name? I am concussed. I can't remember.
You don't know anything.
The Vietnam guy.
Lieutenant Dan?
Lieutenant Dan. You would be Lieutenant Dan. Oh, and you'd be such a good Lieutenant Dan.
Thank you.
And in the end, you would. And in the, and then in the end,
the worst backhanded compliment.
No, and then in the end, you'd be like
such a good Lieutenant Dan.
But then you would get your own legs, and then you'd have an Asian wife.
My
so it'd be
my
great.
steel legs.
Your steel legs.
You got magic shoes.
Yeah.
I have magic shoes.
Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. That's what he says.
Damn. Yeah, I've been often compared to grizzled Army veterans for just my regular demeanor and attitude, which I don't dislike, but I also feel like it's stealing valor.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like, yo, man, you're just like this fucking guy who got blown up. I'm like, dude, give it to the guy who got blown up.
Yeah,
Don't give
yeah.
it to me.
Don't give it
give
to
the
you.
respect to the guy who's like has no legs and no face.
Yeah.
Give it to the guy who looks like Freddy Krueger in the new movie.
Yeah.
Don't give it to me.
You kind of look like Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger?
You have a little bit of it.
That's my crooner name. Freddy Krueger. Wow.
I'm so sorry. I'm so goofy right now.
Yeah.
I also think half of this beer has gotten me
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can have
reactivated my drunk
I was like,
from
you can
last
have a
night,
beer.
maybe.
Then you're just like, you know what? I'll have a few beers going to work.
Go to work.
Hey, that's where I used to be.
Oh, I know. I knew you.
I used to fucking just drink to a point where I could go to work.
And it made it a little happier.
It just made it easier.
Yeah.
If you don't think I've been drunk on every job I've ever had in my life, you're out of your mind. I used to tell people that too. They're like, what do you...
In the job interview, just be like, just so you know, I will be drunk this entire time.
To tell you the truth, it is
it's gonna be
crazy.
nice.
It is crazy because everyone I've been working in Philadelphia for 10 years, and I've gotten every job. I only had one resume in my life, and I've worked here for 10 years. Every job I've gotten with no resume, no application. It's all word of mouth. Everyone who's ever hired me knows how much I drank. They weren't like, this guy's a problem. They were like, oh, we need a dude who he'll do the job, but look, he's going to be fucking shit-faced for 90% of it, but he'll still do it. I'll do anything you need me to do. Half the jobs I get are like, can you do this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can do anything. It might not be good, but I can do.
I will get.
It'll
there.
get done. It'll get done. But I'm going to let you know right now, I'm going to have like 9 shots before I get to work. You can either deal with that or not. You can deal with that or not, boss man.
Yeah.
I'm having 9 shots before I get to work.
My God.
I've also never denied it. Like anytime I've ever been questioned by like a manager, like, have you been drinking? I'm like, yeah.
I know. I guess
I've never denied it.
Yeah, I mean, like moving kegs. You can be drunk to move kegs. To stand out front and look like a 70s porn guy who says you can come in or not, you can be drunk.
You can be drunk.
It's like part of the job.
The only time I've ever, I mean, when I worked at a grocery store, being drunk in a grocery store is
strange.
Is wild.
It's so bright.
It's bright.
So bright.
You're also doing morning shifts, cutting up pineapple. Like, you know what I need right now? Some fucking whiskey to get through.
Yeah, you know what this mango makes me think of? A rum. Let's do it.
Man. Then the crazy part is when you like. They consolidated the union so you could work in every department. The only time I would not drink is when I worked in the meat department.
Yeah.
Because you were dealing with fucking a bone saw and like other shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will lose a fucking finger in here. But bakery, fuck it.
Yeah.
Produce, fuck
Whatever.
it. Grocery, fuck it. I never did anything else. I never was a cashier.
No.
I told them right away.
They leave that for the special needs people.
I was like, I can't cashier. Everyone will smell how drunk I am. I can't be talking to people.
That is really funny.
I have to be here in the produce department stacking apples.
That's how low, like how little self-esteem you have. You didn't think you could be a cashier. Most cashiers at grocery stores are special needs people. Like most of them, that's like the job they get when like this.
Can that be your
when
album
the
title?
government comes in? The government will be like, hey, grocery stores, we'll give you a little bit of like help if you employ.
You mean a
Special
stipend?
needs.
A
Yeah,
stipend?
there we go. That's a stipend. Honestly, I can't blame this on the concussion because I also just don't know words.
That
I'm not
happens.
very great. I'm not very great. Period. Not about the words.
You
Just,
should see the consulate where you hit your head.
Yeah.
You gotta just pick and choose when you get drunk. That's really what it comes down to, is like,
Yeah.
and how much you get drunk.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, in my drinking, I was drinking like,
Damn it.
like 3 bottles of whiskey a week.
A week?
A week, yeah, when I worked.
Big ones or little ones?
Big ones, big
Yeah.
ones. Liters.
Liters.
And most of that was like for work. That wasn't like, I would actually not drink as much on the days I didn't work. When everyone's like, I'm having a day off, I'm like, I'm having a big day off.
Yeah. You're like, actually, I'm going to get some work done.
Yeah, I'm going to do some things I really need to do. I don't want to feel like I'm just going to piss myself every 3 seconds. I don't need that.
Do you miss whiskey the most?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I look at drinking the way I do like suicide. You know what I mean? I look at drinking the way...
This is riveting, really upbeat.
I look at drinking the way I do suicide. It's kind of like, I know if I do it, I could die.
Right.
My friends would be disappointed, but I do think about it every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, you gotta...
Suicide and drinking? God, this got sad.
It's not sad. It's real. It's real, Peg.
I know.
But it's like, do I miss whiskey? Of course I do. I smelled the bottle of Maker's Mark before I started doing anything.
Okay.
It's like, you know, like...
That's like woke you up for the day?
Yeah, it's like when you smell... It's like,
most people's like smell of coffee in the morning. You're like, I just need a little Maker's Mark.
It's the best part of fucking up.
It's Maker's in my cup.
I don't know how Maker's Mark has not marketed that.
Yeah, honestly.
I think it is funny.
You can use that, Makers.
Thank
okay.
you. Mr. Maker's Mark.
Mr. Makers.
Mr.
Maker Mark.
Mr.
Maker's Mark is a shitty name for... Yeah, let's talk about that. Fucking what? Maker's Mark? Maker's Mark. What? Are you... what? Maker's Mark? Is it someone's last name? Are they pointing at something and telling you to make a mark? It's a shitty name. Basil Hayden? Another one. What the fuck
That's
is Basil
his
Hayden?
name.
Oh. Okay, that I'll allow. Wait,
Basil Hayden is the guy.
his name is Basil
Hayden.
Yikes. Well, his parents suck.
Fun fact, old granddad, the guy...
Was an old granddad.
Is Basil Hayden.
Oh,
It's
really?
Basil Hayden on the old granddad bottle. That's... A lot of people don't know that.
Old granddad is yours, right?
Oh,
That's why I
God,
feel
yeah.
like... Wait, can I just check this? Because...
Is it your fucking doctor report? From
No,
your
it's
fucking...
work. I'm going to see if... Fuck.
Yeah, they telling you to get in now.
Yeah, I just said nobody can do it.
Nobody.
Listen, I'm going to work a little drunk.
I would say go to work
Giving this to Shane.
a fair amount of drunk. That's what I say. I've
Yeah.
never going to work a little drunk. Go and work a fair amount of drunk.
Yeah, like not, you don't want to like get hungover during
No.
the shift.
Because you got to have, you also
want it
got
to be like last the whole...
peaks and valleys. Because you got to go in a little bit, you know, a
Yeah,
little lit, and then you down a little bit, then you do a shot at 9 o'clock, get yourself back up there,
yeah,
go down a little bit, 11 o'clock shot, midnight shot,
yeah,
shift drink, shots,
yeah.
go home,
Perfect.
shower beer,
Shower beer.
sleep, wake up, vanilla extract in coffee, go to work.
Vanilla extract in coffee.
Or coconut.
Why? Oh, for the flavor? I thought like because of
No,
alcohol.
it's because it's got alcohol in it.
Just put fucking vodka at that point.
I
That
mean-
was a big drink. I would make myself Russian coffees during COVID a lot.
A Russian.
I don't. That's not what they're called. That's what I would call
Russian
mine.
coffee's a thing.
I would just sneak in a little vodka
I don't
in
think
my
that's a thing.
Dunkin' Donuts. It's not, but it's like like a Russian.
So I was explaining to somebody the other day the first coffee machine.
If you put tequila, it'd be called a Mexican coffee. You got it. Okay.
Yeah, I
Irish coffee, whiskey.
look at you.
Yeah.
You're like a United Nations of fucking up. I get it. But I was telling somebody the other day how I ruined the first coffee machine I had. I broke it because I put
So you used a knife on it.
no, yeah, but I put whiskey in it to filter through.
Like instead of where you put the water.
So you even it out. You do half water, half whiskey, and then you make whiskey coffee. And like in my head, I was like, this will
It
work.
does seem like a genius idea, but
It fucked it all up.
yeah.
It really fucked it up.
That's how you know whiskey's so bad for us. It ruined a coffee.
It ruined a coffee. It ruined a Mr.
ruined
Coffee.
the insides of a coffee machine, but we're like, let's fucking drink it tonight.
Dude, I was like, I got a whole pot of this bitch. I'm bringing it to work. That's the other thing too.
Also, just put it in the coffee.
Bringing booze to work is a fucking
Baller move.
I'm very guilty of doing that.
Yeah, I have accidentally had a flask in my back pocket.
That's not you. No one accidentally has a flask.
Yeah, I did.
No one
And
accidentally.
it accidentally was filled with vodka. What are you going to do?
I didn't know
It
it.
tripped and fell into it.
Look.
The vodka tripped and fell into the whiskey. What?
It was laying on top of it and it hit its head. On the consulate, officer. Fuck you.
Yeah, there's whiskey in my cup. fuck you.
Yeah, there was one time I had a big thermos and I made tea, but I put a bunch of rum in the tea.
Ooh.
And I was like,
Your own little version of a hot horchata or something.
Can I have a hot horchata?
That's what it's called, right?
Oh, a hot toddy?
No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So.
Hot horchata.
Well, wait. Didn't you say rum? I feel like isn't horchata made with rum? All right.
I don't know. Is horchata?
Is this the worst episode of all time? Just
No.
Peggy is a concussed idiot.
Peggy? No, we've
Concussed Pedge.
the concussed Pedge is.
I will say I like when you call me Pedge. I really can't stand
I think it is funny, very funny, how you do not stand how other people do it.
I don't like it.
I don't get it.
Like, well,
Is Pedge your N-word? Only your friends can
no.
call?
It's to me.
It's like, does someone
You
get a
know what
Pedge
it
pass?
is? Podcast fans are very, very intense.
They're emotional.
And they think that these people are their friends, and so I'm like Pedge is like a caricature on these podcasts.
Sure.
So then they see me, they're like Pedge, and I'm like, you don't know me.
Don't you
I
dare.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like it.
I don't know why you don't like it either. It's not like a
Honestly,
fucking.
Also because Chance was like, why? Because I'm going to do my own podcast. He's like, just call it Pedge. And I'm like, I don't know. Should I? I'm like,
Yeah, why not? Who
I don't
cares?
know. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It is funny that you do.
I don't mind if it's like people who really don't know me, like, and they like see me at a show.
Sure.
I feel like I don't like it. There's like this
when someone's trying to be
there's
familiar with you.
like this realm of open micers that call me it, and they're like, "Oh,
man.
Pedge," and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm the queen of the open mic. Please do not make eye contact with me."
Earned Pedge. You don't fucking know.
I don't know why.
You don't know. And it's funny. You didn't. You earned Pedge by the way of like us just talking about that lady in Utica, and then it was just like, it's funny to just call you the Pedge.
Yeah, and I really do. I mean, I think it is funny.
It is funny. But you will not have it from these peons that you
I don't know. Yeah, maybe no. I didn't mean it like that. But yeah,
You're like these fucking peasants. How dare you? Never address me.
I don't know.
It's like your mutant
Also, because it
name.
used to be only when you and the name we will not mention were drunk would call me it. So it's funny to me that now it's become it's just my name to some people.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It used to only be when you two.
I will say, Pedge was a whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Pedge was an attitude.
Yeah.
You went from Peggy to Pedge
Real quick.
real quick.
Yeah. It usually happened when I was with you.
Yes, without.
I don't think I'm Pedge anymore. I'm in a stable.
Which is definitely
relationship.
what Pedge would say.
I know.
That's something Pedge. You have one more of those beers, you're full Pedge right now.
I'll fucking leave you another voicemail right now.
Right fucking now.
That voicemail was pretty epic.
It is the best. But
that was when I was the most Pedge.
No, I think the most Pedge we ever were was remember when we used to get Ubers and then we used to pretend to argue in the Uber?
Oh, my favorite thing in
and
the
make
world.
the Uber driver wildly uncomfortable.
Yep.
And the one time, dude, this guy took it. We were, how the fuck long were we in
We've
this
had
Uber?
so many children that have died.
Dude, oh my God.
You've drowned the cats.
I did drown the cats.
The stories we would make up as a couple. Sometimes we would be married. Sometimes we'd be engaged,
That's
and I
right.
would like throw a ring.
The one time I remember us getting into a car and the best part was Peggy was so good with like, I didn't tell her anything. We just got in and just started doing it and it just always worked. But the one time I got in the car and I told the guy we were coming from a gender reveal party for dogs.
Oh my God.
But 3 of the dogs died. We had to deal with the fucking...
The story was so crazy that I was like, this guy knows we're fucking around. And he literally was like, he was getting upset. He's like, this world, what is this world coming to?
He's like, what are you talking about? Gender reveal for beagles? And I was like, I can't believe it, dude.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we also said that the beagles were like purebred generational from Ronald Reagan's beagle. Like, it was so retarded.
Was so much that didn't... Like anybody else, it's always Uber. I think it's because they hear crazy stuff all the time. So like, of course.
Well, you have two options in an Uber. You can either make small talk or you can say nothing.
Yeah.
You can just be silent. And then a lot of the times, like those
would be my favorite, when the guy would be quiet and I could catch his eye in the like rear in the mirror, and you could just see him like, am I gonna have to step in? Like, and it would never be like you are. It's like I'm getting violent.
Yeah,
in the
you
back.
would definitely be getting aggressive. And it would always be me like, look, she's not always like this.
Yeah. Making excuses for
Like, look,
domestic
she's just-
violence.
Look, it's like, she gets a little uppity.
She has a really good job. Her work is really riding her right
Sorry,
now.
she's just very stressed out. She's very emotional right now.
And I'd just be like, don't talk to me like I'm not sitting right here.
Don't be like that. It was great. But a lot of the times, like, we would just get in and
start from the
start
jump.
right away. And it's like, as the doors were opening, we were like getting in, like, and can you believe that fucking bitch Brenda did that shit? And you're
Yeah, like
I know.
mid-sentence.
Why? It was fucking amazing.
Well, my favorite part was when we would, because like your street is so little that the Uber drivers can't go down it. So we would get out, and I feel like we would like laugh, get like giddy schoolgirls the whole down your block at like 4 a.m, just like, we can't believe we just did that.
And it was just like perfect. All right, we're gonna listen to some messages.
Okay.
Let's check the boys. Oh boy, there's got to be an easier way to put these fucking things on.
We look cool.
We do look cool. That is the most like I looked. I was like, we do
not look
we
cool.
do not.
Hey, Shaner. Long time, first time. All hail Shockwave. I just wanted to ask, would you rather be with a woman who could suck dick and cook, or would you rather be with a woman who could clean and throw it back? Let me know.
Did he say clean and throw it back?
I guess he's talking about more ass. Just like she gets up on that dick.
I mean, 100% BJ's and cooking, right?
You'll take BJ's in cooking?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but maybe that's just because that's the kind of woman I am. So I'm here for all the.
That's actually the
all
best
the
album name. BJ's in cooking.
BJ.
That's just kind of woman I am. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I mean, cooking's great. I'm not gonna, but I eat like I'm very indiscriminate about what I eat. So like, cooking kind of takes the back burner. If it's great, it's great. But it's good, it's good. That's fine. But like, I can take it or leave it. Cleaning, I've lived with women, and some of them are disgusting.
Yeah.
Like wildly disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you can throw that ass, you can fucking cake my dick, I'm all about it, and keep the house clean. I'll take that over BJ's and fucking.
Wow.
I'll definitely take that. Especially if she's got a fucking dumper on her.
True.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, mouth game, awesome. But if you got like that fucking butt, come on, dude. I don't want to get political. I don't want to get political
Let's do
here.
it.
Are you voting for tits or ass?
Oh, ass every day. But
Of course you are.
But also,
Ass by a landslide.
But again, this is hard for me because I myself am more of an ass than a tit gal.
Sure.
So of course I'm gonna go for
You're
my. I'm playing for my own.
Of course
team,
you are.
home team.
Of course. you
BJ's cooking and back.
are. Now,
up.
don't get me wrong. I can appreciate a good pair of tits, but that butt is like, yo.
Yeah. Honestly, good pair of nipples is all I care.
Oh,
about.
dude, don't even get me started about BTNR. That is what you need the whole time. Boob to nipple ratio. If you got good BTNR.
Do you like big nips?
What I'm saying is proportion.
proportion.
Proportion is what I'm all about.
Okay.
I've seen big nips. I've seen little nips. I've seen everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, like, sometimes you see a boob, like, that's too much nip.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see nip, you're like, that's too much boob.
Yeah.
And then you guys like, yo, there's always like good BTNR is what you're looking for the whole time.
There was a point in a couple years ago, probably like right around when I started dating Chance, and I was a little bit on the crazier side. I started showing my tits at open mics. It was a low.
That's got to
point.
be like, look.
It's a low point in life. When you're like, I just didn't write a
Like,
joke
you
this
just
week.
started dating and like, time to flash some
I
tits.
mean, the fact that Chance just stayed with
I
me
know.
is wild. Like, literally.
amazing.
I make out with the girls sometimes, and just in front of him. He's like, he doesn't care. But like, I was
you know
saying
what?
it
I
to
think
Lindsay.
it's funny you're saying like he doesn't care, but he's like, yeah, I don't care.
No, he does. I mean, he like likes it. He's like, whatever.
Sure.
But
man.
I was telling it to Lindsay, who's a lesbian, and she was like, oh my, I feel bad for Chance. I was like, why? He likes it. She's like, you don't think it's like ruining your relationship? I'm like, I just really don't think that far ahead. It's more of like, this girl's pretty and I have nice lips. She has nice lips. We go kiss.
No, wait a minute.
I may drink
no,
too
wait
much.
a minute. No, wait. Hold on. Let's put this on the other foot here. If you saw Chance kissing a dude, and I mean like,
I've seen you kiss him.
oh, give him a peck on the mouth.
No. Probably, yeah. I'm a really fiery, jealous person. That probably would upset me.
Okay.
I'm a complete walking contradiction.
So yeah, that's tough.
But I'm aware of it.
That doesn't make it any better.
It's like when people are like, listen, I'm a bitch, but at least I let you know
At least
I'm a bitch.
I own it.
I own
it.
Yeah, but a couple of the Gale comics were like, wow, you have really great nipples. I was like, I do? Thank you. But why has no dude ever really said it to me? That's upsetting. And then Chance was like,
oh,
I did.
I think it's because like I think some dudes just like they I think it's like some dudes no news is good news. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're just like, oh, I don't need to comment on it because I already know that it's good. You know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, but then again, there are also sometimes like guys don't say anything because they're not trying to make anybody feel bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's like you weigh it however you want to.
Yeah.
But I would say if Chance said that he did say it, then he means it.
Right.
And if a chick says you have good nipples, then that's the smell test. It's all good.
You wait, really?
Yeah.
If a girl's like,
If a chick says you have good nipples, because chicks probably look in my head, I'm going off of like what I believe chicks do all day. If a chick is looking at her boobs, in the mirror, and is like, yo, this is I know what some good nips are. I've seen these nips. These nips are made for sucking, and that's just what they'll do.
okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think women. Then again, it's like
But most women, like, I would say, hate themselves because of society. So I feel like maybe I don't think we look at I don't know many women that like look at themselves and are like, nice tits O'Leary. Like, I feel like most of us probably are insecure.
I'm not saying that most of you aren't. I can't speak for all women.
I'm not speaking for all women either.
But what I will say is like I have heard in my tenure of being around women with talking to other women and overhearing things, there are women who are like, oh my God, your tits look amazing, your butt looks so good.
Oh, right,
like,
yes.
that
We
shit.
compliment each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm basing
all right.
it on.
Sorry. Yeah.
I can only imagine if you guys were like in a locker room, like, oh my God, look at your nipples. Like,
showing each other.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys are flashing gash all the time, or at least every time in my head.
I had one friend, I feel like we've talked about this before. I have one friend that like constantly growing up would always be like, is this normal? And show me. And like, I've seen her clit and her pussy in so many ways. And I'm like, yeah, I think it's
so many ways.
Yeah. And it's so
How
funny.
many ways can there be?
I don't know.
I need to know
on a
all
chair,
the way.
Standing up, spread eagle.
On the gravitron, just fucking
pulled apart,
upside down.
Squished in the face. Squished in the face.
All right, I think we have one more
Okay.
message. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God, I have so much fun just doing everything that you want to do. And with no consequences because there's no fucking best friend there to fucking ruin it. But I'm sure you're probably fucking knee deep in a fucking pussy right now. How's that feel like you just get to do what the fuck you want and you can fuck my life up? Bye, Ryan. We're not friends anymore. Bye.
And I believe we had brunch 5 hours after that message.
It's the best.
It's so good. It doesn't get.
I think I listened.
And do you
to
remember why I got so mad?
Why?
You didn't meet me at a bar. You literally. I went, and I think I was just pissed because I like took an Uber to South Philly, and then
Wait, was this when the Eagles won the Super Bowl?
no, but
Okay.
I did leave you a message that night
You
too
did, too.
because you basically I came all the way down
Yeah.
the city,
And then
you were
got
wasted and
fucked up and
fucked up.
forgot
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
But this one was just that you went to. I think you fell asleep at home or something, and I was at like Pt.1, and I was just pissed.
yeah.
But then I think I slept at Shane's house because I stayed in the city that night.
Yeah.
Because I called you the next morning, and you were like, "Hey."
Oh, that's right. And you had no idea.
didn't remember.
That is the best part. I got this message and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't remember anything. Did I fucking do something fucked up? There's nothing worse than getting a voicemail from a woman who's your friend and it's like so aggressive and angry. Like, what the fuck did I do?
What did I do?
Fuck. And I'm like going through texts. I'm like, everything was fine at this time. Like, how the fuck did I say anything? Did we have a phone call? I'm literally trying. I'm investigating. I'm there drinking my fucking vanilla extract coffee. Like, I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
So then.
But I called you right up in the morning. I was like, hey, you want to go get brunch?
Brunch?
And you were like,
are
you okay?
Like, what happened?
And I was like, why? And he was like, you don't remember leaving me a voicemail? And I was like, well, I was pretty pissed at you. You didn't meet me at the bar. And he was like, okay, well, you need to listen to it.
It was amazing.
It's not like...
It was not like, you're a dick, dude. What the hell?
I'm like, where was I? Like, someone definitely was watching a crazy woman
without a
scream
doubt.
into the phone, just walking down the street.
Knee deep in a piece of pussy right now.
Knee deep in pussy. That's a pretty clever line,
That is
I will
pretty
say.
good.
I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of drunk Peds.
I also love how enunciated the slurs were. that was
is
what's
true.
so impressive. It's like, just with no consequence.
Yeah, it's like the first time I ever used big words ever.
It's like you're holding up the Thors like, I will wreck this fucking guy. This piece of shit, I will fuck his life
We're not
up.
friends anymore.
Bye. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. The bye, Ryan. Bye.
We're not
You
friends
fucking
anymore.
queen bitch.
What am I, a 13-year-old?
We're not friends anymore.
Bye, Ryan. We're not friends anymore.
Bye. Oh, I honestly was just like, what the fuck?
And then I think we went to Triangle and like had a really nice day.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
We did. We drank whiskey from the same shot glass with straws.
Yes.
It was a good day.
Oh, yeah. Was that picture from that same day?
That was from that same day.
Yeah.
That's how cool. And you know what? That's how good of a friend I am. Because I got a very mean, aggressive voicemail. I was like, what's this about? And she's like, I don't even remember. I'm like, you know what, baby? Been there. I know what that's like.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll buy us brunch. And he's like, all right, let's go.
That sounds great. Let's go get wrecked at 10:30 and then go about our day.
Yeah. Pretty great message.
I'm trying.
I was very embarrassed about it when it first happened. I remember I did apologize a lot.
You did.
And I was
did.
embarrassed.
And it's fine. And again, I think I kept telling you, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It'd be different if I was like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember anything that I was like, was I with her? I was like, I don't think I was.
I was like, I don't even think Peggy and I hung out
I was
last
like,
night.
I was at home watching RoboCop or some shit. I was like, I don't remember talking to you. And I was like, really like, and then I started looking at like if I went on, that's another thing I do every time I used to get fucking wrecked. I would look at two things: texts I sent out and pictures I took.
Mm-hmm.
I would look at my camera roll to be like, hey, there's some evidence of me. Because I would get drunk and be like, oh, I'm a fucking Tasker. Where the fuck am I? I don't know.
You like selfies?
No, because I would get so drunk and I'd be like, I don't know where I'm at. And I'd be like almost be like, yo, don't do this again.
Yeah.
I'm so retarded. In a way, I'm better that I don't drink anymore.
In a way. In a lot of ways. Your skin looks great.
I was going to say, name the biggest way.
I will say your skin looks great. I remember Ryan Foster and I, you were probably because what are you, a solid year now? Sober?
It'll be 2 years in March.
2 years. So you were probably 6 months or 9 months, and I hadn't seen you in a while. And I was like, your skin is glowing.
Was my skin that bad?
No, I just think you
like that's the whole thing. When everyone tells you look bad, I'm like, how gross was I?
You were gross. No, it's just like a
fucking pile of shit. Was I?
No, you can tell when I don't know. Your face is hydrated again. It was a little
dried out from fucking just sugar and booze.
It's true.
Great. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think it is funny when you're not the first person to say that. You're like the 80th person to say, like, your skin looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great.
I didn't know like, and then I'm trying to like, did I look like Edward James almost? Like, what did I look like?
No, honestly,
earlier?
also because you were always a little drunk, your face was a little always flushed.
Oh
like
yeah.
red.
Oh god. Yeah. I know. I had the blush.
Like
I
a
had
little
blush.
rosacea.
Yeah, I had the blush. And that was another thing too. I tried to, because I'm an idiot. I thought if I would if I was working at night in the wintertime, I was like, I can get more drunk.
Yeah.
Because no one will notice how flush I'm getting because I'm just like, it's just cold out.
Oh.
Like in my head's like, I have more rage to get crushed at work because it's cold out.
I mean,
And
also
that's
it warms
smart
your
thinking.
body up a little.
Well, see, that was my excuse the first time I got fired from the one job because I drank 3/4 of an old granddad bottle at work. And I remember when my manager came out, he's like, because he was talking to me, he's like, have you been drinking? I was like, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, dude, it's fucking 15 degrees out. I'm drinking whiskey. What are you talking about? He's like, I got to fire you. I'm like, yeah, absolutely right.
Yeah, you're like,
I've
great.
also never refuted a termination at any point. I've never gone to a manager like, you can't do this, I need this, or like, you're making a mistake, or I'll shape up, or anything like that. I've always been like, you're right. You're totally right. I've never been like,
No, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, at least I'm a fuck up, but at least I own it.
Yeah.
I own
This
it.
is true.
I own my fuck ups. Okay. Yeah. I'm a terrible worker, but at least I own it. Okay. But I get hired back. I mean, the job I'm at now, this is the third time I've gotten hired at it.
Yeah.
I've been fired 3 times, hired 3 times for more money each time.
That's great.
So it's like, why do I keep getting hired?
Because you were like, okay, because your other question was like, what's the best part? You were a fun drunk,
Oh, yeah.
but then you would hit a point. So it's like, you are a very likable drunk. So it's like,
Sure.
and so I'm sure every time they've rehired you, you're like, I'm doing it again. Like, so it's understandable.
I'm fun to be around.
Yeah, it's hard to like.
That's what it is. That's what it
keep
comes
being
down
mad
to.
at
It's
you.
like, what are your 3
Yeah,
big...
so like when people are dickheads to you, it's why it's so fucking infuriating that someone would take advantage of such a fucking cool dude and like makes you want to just like murder. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how I feel about stuff.
I know, you're emotionally...
Because you're a good friend.
I'm just trying to be the best version of me that I can possibly be.
Yeah.
And even though sometimes I do look back, like I do look back on drinking and I'm like, man, that was fucking... Was it fun because it was fun, or was it fun because it was drinking? I think that's really what you, like, I find myself struggling with more is like, did I have a good time because this time was actually good? Or did I have a good time because I was fucking wasted and everything
didn't
just
even know
seemed
better.
okay? And it's like, I try to like really weigh that, especially when people are like, yo, do you want to go like do this or that? I'm like, well, the last time I did it, I was fucking wasted.
Right.
And it seemed cool. And then I started looking, I'm like, this was fucking dumb
Not
as
fun.
hell.
Yeah.
This is dumb as shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
why did I do any of that crap? The one time I went to a fucking, what was it? Painting with a twist.
Okay.
Why did I do that?
To drink.
To drink.
Yeah.
Like someone's like, oh no, we can go. And like, they also have like people there who don't drink. It's like, it's just optional. You can do it. And I was like, I went there.
You're also an artist. It's kind of like a fuck you.
It was so dumb.
like,
That's why we went, because she was like,
it's like
hey,
when people are like,
this
do
will
you
be
want to come
fun.
to this comedy show? I'm like, I'm good.
No, I don't need
If I go to a comedy show, I want to go to a comedy show.
I mean,
Painting with a twist. You're an artist. Of course, you just went for the drink.
I just went for the drink.
Or the pussy.
I mean, both. There was definitely, like, if the chick was like, let's go do this, because I want to do it. I'm like, of course you do. That's fine. We'll go do it. And then she was like, you don't have to drink. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking, it's painting with a twist.
Yeah, what's the twist?
The plot twist is I shit in the sink. That's
Yeah.
what you weren't thinking that was gonna happen. Nobody thought that was gonna happen. Plot twist, clogged the sink.
No way.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Do I strike you as the type of person who shit in the sink? Don't answer that.
No. I will say this. People do weird things, though.
They do. What's the weirdest thing you've ever done, Peggy?
There's so many. No, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know. What is the weirdest thing? It's probably making out with girls when I'm in a healthy relationship, when I'm drunk. That might be one of the weirdest things.
That's natural.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not I'm more self-destructive. So
Well,
like
yeah.
I
mean-
wouldn't be. Probably the weirdest thing is like coming home and like just staring at yourself in the mirror, crying, drunk, just like you did it again, O'Leary. You done fucked it up.
Talking to yourself like you're a fucking police chief. You did it again, O'Leary. You fucked it up. You destroyed half the
Look
city.
at you. Look at you, you stupid
Put your
cunt.
badge and your gun on the sink and get the hell out of here, O'Leary. You piece of shit.
Yeah.
You'll never
You'll
be a
never work in
detective.
this town
You'll
again.
never be a detective in this force if I have anything to say about it. You piece of shit, you.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have those times.
Well, it was making me think of like when you're saying like when you're lost, you like it's like you leaving a video
I
for
don't
your
know
future
why-
self to know
I don't know why
that
I
your
did
past self was bad.
that. I'm so stupid.
I have done that though, like when in like bad relationships, I've taken photos of like my face. Not like after he beat me. That sounded really bad.
I was like, what is
Like,
going on?
No, but like after like my like the tears that I'm crying. So like hey, this person brings you to this.
You look
This yeah, that like don't call this like I actually use that picture as like the picture for one of those guys. So every time I went to call him, I just
Oh
saw
my
sad
God.
Peggy and was like,
That is so depressing.
I thought it was smart thinking. I thought it was smart
Whoa,
thinking.
hold on. I'm not saying that is not clever.
Yeah.
What I am saying is if an ex-boyfriend calls you and it's just your
He's crying.
face, you're like, look how he made me feel. I can't talk to him.
I know. I think it's kind of smart.
I mean, that is. I just.
Because, I feel like everybody's brain, you forget the deep, dark.
Not if
bit
they
of it.
hurt you real bad.
I have like a great thing where my brain like kind of browns every trauma thing out of my head. Like I can, I
all right.
know that I call my grade school years like the dark period because I can't remember anything because from that time period because I was bullied so much at that age.
Jesus.
So like my friends, like I was out with my friends and they were all telling a story and I was like, I don't remember that night. And they were like, yeah, that was the night so-and-so like you said that thing to you. And I go, oh yeah, that's why I don't remember the fun day because I just blacked it all
The
out.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Man.
I completely forgot that my freshman year of high school, a junior got so mad at me for some reason I don't even really remember. She was screaming at me in the bathroom and I was in the stall like hiding from her. And she was screaming at the time. I completely forgot this memory at all.
Who reminded you? What dickhead reminded you? of
Right,
this?
okay,
What
so,
shitty
here's the
friend was
thing.
like, Peggy, what's up? Remember when you were in the stall?
No, that
crying?
girl was my friend and we ended up being friends. I never was really like, I kind of always stayed my distance from her, but we had like a lot of mutual friends. When she went to college, she sent me a letter apologizing.
Oh, wow.
This was like 4 years later, like a long apology about it. Like, sorry, we never really talked about it. I had to call my friend Julie up and be like, Jewel, what the fuck is she talking about? And Julie's like, wait a minute, you don't remember when it was like during show practice, you went into the bathroom to get away from her. Everybody was like, basically she was like, also I'm like, why didn't like someone just punch her or something? She like, they were like, basically everyone to stay out of it. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. And now I'm like, I have moments of it that I remember, but I couldn't tell you what she was saying to me.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
I mean,
That's fucking weird.
I don't think it's weird. I just think it's amazing that your brain was like, don't
Nope.
need it.
Yep.
Don't even
Don't
need
need
it. Don't even need it.
So that's like why like I can kind of take a lot of abuse, I feel.
And that's
Like honestly, it's like it's why I need. It's like I need
old
certain people.
whiteboard Peggy over here. Just fucking
honestly,
wipe
though.
it down.
Well, that's why I'm like I can like.
What's Peggy's best quality? So here's the thing, man. If you do something real bad, I mean fucked up, she will never remember. You can do stuff. It's like someone explaining Uma Thurman when she's in the fucking coma. At
Oh, yeah.
It's like, do whatever you want. Just don't
I've never related to a character more in my life.
come in her all you want.
Yeah. What? What do you mean? Oh, because she's getting. I forgot that part. See, I even forgot that. I forgot the part of the movie I didn't like.
Else's trauma in a movie.
Yeah. I forgot
it
that.
works so
All I
well. I forget
remember
other
is her
people's
being
trauma.
a badass bitch.
Peggy's
you know?
like, why is everyone sad on September 11th? I don't fucking get
Oh
it.
gosh, yeah. What are we
is the
not
problem?
supposed to remember? What are
Wait,
we,
what?
are we not-
Never forget what?
What?
Guys, what is this shit? What is this? I don't even get why everyone's sad.
You know what's so weird? Not to bring it back to 9/11. when 9/11 happened, my mom, like, this is such a quintessential Carol O'Leary moment. She had all of us come over that night and she like cooked us like a Thanksgiving meal because she thought the world was ending. And I was like, that to me is. And then the next day we started a day. We started a weight loss program the next day because she was like, we have to be in shape.
Ready
what?
for anything.
Like, yeah. I'm like, that's such a funny,
I mean, that is
weird.
awesome. Do you
Like, so 9/11, actually, what I remember is fucking delicious turkey and then going to LA weight loss.
How many people do you think like morbidly obese people on 9/11 were like, no, fuck.
I gotta get fit.
We are screwed. There's nothing. You know what's crazy? Not to bring it back to 9/11.
And if this episode is not called, not to bring it back to 9/11.
9/11. But I'm saying, like, anytime you see, or not just 9/11, but like any disaster movie, it is kind of crazy. There is no fat representation in those movies,
Yeah.
which I do find.
I think that's just because
Very
there's not a lot of
peculiar.
fat representation in most movies.
But I'm saying, like, when they show like people out in like a cityscape and there's like people running.
Yeah,
for
there's
their
not just,
lives.
like, one dude
There's
eating a
never dude who's
hamburger.
like, fuck, I can't run. There's never a dude who's like, so like, fuck. Like, never. There's never anybody in power chairs. There's never
No.
any like crippled people. There's never one blind guy just like, oh my God, like nowhere.
Yeah, when
There's
they do, like,
gotta
the
be
montage.
real life.
Like, you know, in fucking, what's it called? 4th of July. What is that movie called?
Independence Day. 4th of July. Peggy O'Leary's brain took out all the trauma of a movie and just
movie
changed
titles.
the title. What's the movie? 4th of July.
No, but like, yeah, like the
Man.
montage of like how everyone's finding out. It's like,
Yeah.
like, and they're listening to the speech. Yeah, there's never just like one dude who's paralyzed in like a hospital bed. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Wait, what am I doing? Like, even when they like everyone's like looking at the like, Empire State Building and it's about to blow up, they never. It's like a crowd of New Yorkers,
Yeah.
most diverse city in the world. There's like, don't put any paralyzed people in there.
Nobody
Nobody
crippled.
paralyzed in this movie, okay?
A lot of paralyzed talk on this episode.
Well, I mean, we try to cover all the bases.
Yeah. Just something about you really brings out
You know?
cripples.
Crippling trauma, crippling, real life, physical cripple stuff. I don't know. I just think, we're trying to, make it a diverse show. I'm trying to reach out. I don't know how many cripple fans I have.
I know. I hope we haven't offended any.
I don't think.
I think that there needs to be more representation of them in movies.
In
I
movies.
agree.
How, do you think they deserve a starring role?
Yeah.
That was too long of a pause.
I was trying to think.
Too long of a pause.
I was just
That
like,
was way too long.
well,
Do you think they deserve a starring role?
Well, here's the thing. Like, are they mostly going to be sitting, or is it an adventure movie? We gotta really.
That is a great question. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What is this? Is it all flat ground that
Yeah.
they're going to be on?
Or are we talking about like the mountains?
Is
You know what I
this
mean?
a paraplegic who tries to climb Everest? Or
Yeah.
is this a paraplegic who's just, at the mall? You
Yeah.
don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of
Like, yeah. Or like, why is there not more extras that are? There
That
should
are-
be a whole.
you'd think there would be.
Yeah.
I thought there would be.
Fucking Hollywood, get these fucking people a
I
job.
think it's because especially with disaster movies. I think it's because nobody wants to deal with that grim reality.
Right.
It's like if you were fucking shit, Deep Impact. So when the fucking meteor hits the ocean and that huge wave is coming,
Tsunami, I
everyone's
know.
running. There's got to be at least fucking who knows, like just to say 1,000 people, just like, oh fuck, I'm in a wheelchair. They will never show like someone just like you are immediately people like hurdling them.
Yeah.
Like kick. They would kick them over. They would wheel them out of the way. Or there's one really brave soul trying to push them, and then they're like,
yeah,
sorry.
I gotta go.
Sorry. You had the brake on. you had the one brake on. I can't push you. I have no idea what you're doing.
Oh, spring for a mechanical one. Come on.
See, if they made power chairs go at least 30 miles an hour,
Yeah.
that is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
'Cause-
a lot of grandpas be fucking rocking it. But
Fucking all over the place.
doing papa wheelies.
Grandpapa wheelies.
Grandpapa wheelies.
Oh, damn. This has been the End Podcast with Ryan Shaner. I want to thank Peggy O'Leary for being on the show. Make sure you call
Shaner.
the hotline, 833-443-5300. We will address any question, issue, or comment or concern you have on the show. We're going to switch it over to the page. Thank you so much.